4 races complete here in the Miscraft Cup Series. 2 drivers have won for the first time in the Miscraft Cup Series career, and other drivers have visited victory lane once again. And here we are at the Homestead-Miami Speedway for race number 5 off of the season for Miscraft Cup Series season at number 6. Tyler Reddick is on pole for this 12-lap race here today at this 1.5-mile speedway in Miami, Florida. These drivers are just about ready to go top to bottom in the middle lanes here to race and try to find their way to get themselves to victory lane here today at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. It's going to be a very fun race, but the last race was as well. Chase Elliott was the one to take home the victory off of a hard-fought battle from the 4 of Kevin Harvick, resulting in a photo finish to declare the winner at the Iowa Speedway. And contact off of the front straightaway allowed Chase Elliott to become the victor at the Iowa Speedway, and he starts 9th here today at Homestead. Going to look for a very solid finish here to back up that win in Iowa. Hopefully another win for him, but he battled the guy who's been so close to winning so many times this season. That is Kevin Harvick. He is going to be starting in the 6th position here today, and he is hoping to battle back from all of that adversity he's been facing this entirety of the season so far here to the Miscraft Cup Series Season 6. And this is going to be one trial to see what he can do with that. But Tyler Reddick is on pole today, and with that said, let's go ahead and get your starting lineup here today at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. On the front row is Tyler Reddick alongside of Ryan Blaney. Then you have Jimmy Johnson and Alex Bowman in row 2. Then you have Chris Buescher and Kevin Harvick. Then Denny Hamlin and Kurt Busch. Then you have Chase Elliott and Martin Truex Jr. They round out your top 10. We are just about ready to get going here today. 28 cars will lead us down to the green flag here today, led all by, that's number 8 of Tyler Reddick from RCR. And it's going to be a very fun race here today. Side by side, they will come to the stripe. And Tyler Reddick will be on pole. Here we go. Pace car rolling around the racetrack here. Just about ready to go. 12 laps once again is the distance. Pace car going to pull off onto the pit lane. Tyler Reddick into the restart zone. A green flag in the air here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway, and race number 5 is underway. A great jump for the 8 of Tyler Reddick and get him out front. 3 wide for Chris Buescher to the inside of Jimmy Johnson and Ryan Blaney. He's going to go to the 2nd position as Jimmy Johnson now trying to make that move back to the inside of that number 17 car, back to turn number 3. And off the final corner, it's going to be Tyler Reddick to lead lap number 1 out of 12 here today at Homestead. And the 17 of Buescher trying to follow in his tracks. Then is Jimmy Johnson and Denny Hamlin. Buescher using the very inside lane. Here's Reddick up on top. Down the back straightaway they come. Here's Johnson out of the inside for 2nd now. Side by side, he will go for that position. Down to turn number 3. Here's Harvick 3 wide for the 4th or 5th position back there with Alex Bowman and Ryan Blaney. He's going to use the inside lane. It's going to work for him. But down across the line, Tyler Reddick now has a mirror full of the 48 of Jimmy Johnson back to turn 1. Johnson dives low, Reddick stays up high. Side by side, a couple Chevrolets fight for the lead. Down the backstretch, Johnson can't get there. Got to the quarter panel, but couldn't do much with it there. Back to turn number 3 now. We'll see what Jimmy Johnson can do on the inside lane. Side by side, he's going to come off at turn number 4. Close call there, nearly contact. And Jimmy Johnson trying to take the lead away. And we are under caution on the racetrack. And it looks like it's Martin Truex Jr. blowing up in turn number 4. He brought that car right down pit lane. What in the world happened? We're already under caution here at Homestead. Oh man, it looks like just a engine expired on the number 19 car. You don't see that very often here in the Miscraft Cup Series. But Truex entering turn 3 on the very inside lane. Expired the engine here. Tough luck for him. Sounds like they're having some overheating issues, possibly with debris on the grill. And that brought that car up into smoke and out of the race early. So with all of the oil and everything being put down on the racetrack, it looks like they will have to put down Speedy Dry in turns 3 and 4 and onto pit lane. And we'll see how that affects these race cars as they go back to the green flag. It's going to be Tyler Reddick on the front row with Jimmy Johnson. Green flag back in the air on lap number 7. And Tyler Reddick once again gets a good enough start to keep it his lead. Chris Buescher looks to the inside once again for 2nd. And he's going to take it away from Jimmy Johnson. Onto the back straightaway. Buescher to 2nd. Whoa, sideways goes Chris Buescher. 3 wide now with Kevin Harvick in the middle. Contact with the 48 of Jimmy Johnson sent the 17 down low. So you can see all the Speedy Dry being sent up in the air there off of turn number 4. And Jimmy Johnson going to still hold on to the 2nd position. They were still 3 wide off turn 4, but Chris Buescher fell back to 4th. Tyler Reddick now continuing to lead, but here comes a new challenger. Kevin Harvick to the inside. What a run for the 4 Kevin Harvick. Where did he come from? Side by side, side drafting down the back straightaway, but Kevin Harvick to the lead. Oh, spinner back straightaway. It's this 24 of William Byron, and that'll bring out the 2nd caution here today at Homestead. And that car took a wild spin down the back straightaway. And the caution is out once again. And on to the backstretch. Oh, man. It looks like the 24 either blew a tire or something, and maybe it just spun out on him. I don't know, but the back end for sure stepped out, well, whether it was a tire or something. But it does not look like there was any contact with the wall or Eric Jones to get him spinning. Very close call for Eric Jones, as a matter of fact, but that car came to a screeching halt right before the grass there on the back straightaway. See, once again, William Byron running up top there. Yeah, just car goes around on him. And luckily, very close call to the inside wall. Didn't hit it. Did a little bit of a spin maneuver at the very end of that to make sure he did not hit that inside wall. But he will put some new Goodyear rubber on that race car and get back going here. We will restart with 3 laps to go. Kevin Harvick and Tyler Reddick line up the front row. Johnson and Buescher are the pushers. Here we come, back to the green flag. A great push from Jimmy Johnson, but he gets Harvick a little sideways back to turn 1. Jimmy Johnson now going for the lead. He's going to take it down the back straightaway, 3 wide for 3rd. Bowman and Reddick up top and bottom as they work their way back to turn number 3. Jimmy Johnson is trying to drive away from the 4 of Kevin Harvick onto the front stretch. 2 laps to go. Harvick in pursuit to the back bumper of the 48 car. What can he do in turn number 1? Does he have to be a little bit closer to make the move? It looks like he might have to be. Side by side to the quarter panel off turn number 2. But the run off the top side for Jimmy Johnson going to keep that lead for him. Back to turn number 1. Through the middle once again. Harvick on the bottom. Here they come off turn 4 to the white flag. Side by side, beating a man at the doors here. 1 lap to go in Homestead-Miami Speedway. Johnson up top. Harvick on the bottom. 48 Ford car. City inside. Harvick goes. Clear with the lead off turn number 2. Johnson with a run off the top side of the racetrack. Can he do anything with Kevin Harvick in turn number 3? Final time into the banking of 3. Johnson sends it down low. Slide job on the 4 car. Into the wall. And off of turn number 4. Racing redemption for Kevin Harvick. He wins at the Homestead-Miami Speedway after battling back from season-long adversity. After a close call in Daytona. Near win in Phoenix and Iowa. And now he's got it here in Homestead. The checker flag's in his hands. And now here's how it happened. Cleared Jimmy Johnson heading into turn number 1. Onto the backstretch. Was able to keep a decent enough distance from he and the 48 car. And down to turn number 3. Johnson sent it in, trying to go for the win. A move of desperation. Could not get the 4 car. And Kevin Harvick goes to victory lane here in Homestead. And he's going to burn it down on the front straightaway here at the Homestead-Miami Speedway. First win for him since season number 5, race number 2 at the Las Vegas Motor Speedway. But here are your results from today's race. Kevin Harvick up on top. Jimmy Johnson, oh so close, and finished 2nd. And it's Alex Bowman and Tyler Reddick. Then Chris Buescher rounding out your top 5. And a lot of big names towards the bottom of that list, like Martin Truex Jr. with his expired engine. But here are your point standings now, heading out of Homestead. New leader on the point standings is Kevin Harvick. He leads 14 points over Tyler Reddick and Chase Elliott. They are tied for 2nd. And then Denny Hamlin sits in 4th position with 121 points. Very close battle for that 2nd position. Kevin Harvick, with some very good consistency, has moved up to the top of the standings here. What a run for him. The next race will be from the brand new Colorado Speedway. Hope you guys are excited for that one. It's going to be a great race. Maxwell designed the racetrack. It'll be a fun one to watch. Hopefully you guys are excited for that one. Thank you guys for watching, and we will see you guys from race number 6 from the Colorado Speedway. It'll be a fun one. I can guarantee you that. Congratulations once again to Kevin Harvick, and to everyone here watching. Once again, thank you so much for watching. Support the Miscraft Cup Series. Go buy yourself a reporter for Diecast to be shirt, and we'll see you guys next time.